Hey guys, Vandemnator here, and today we're going to be reacting to the official first scene of Amazon Prime Video's Fallout TV show, as was released on the official Prime Video YouTube channel. So I thought to myself that since they have courteously released this on YouTube for everyone to see, that why not I see it and also analyze it, make a little video out of it. So yeah, without further ado, here we go. Let's watch it and then analyze it bit by bit. Here we go.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave him alone. Now, I acknowledge that I'm unfamiliar with your circumstances, but at first glance, your treatment of this man appears unfair, and I'm obliged to intervene. Now, if your instinct is to harm me, as a person simply trying to de-escalate a conflict, then I'll have to assume of the two of you, you are likely the primary aggressor. In which case, I think everyone in this town would agree the force is justified. Unless you willingly stand down now.
Fucking vault dwellers.
Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs.
She said stand down. Titus of the Brotherhood of Steel, stand down or be cut down.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Okay, thank you, Prime Video. Okay, well, I think we got our answer on what kind of Brotherhood of Steel they're going to use. They're going to use the more well-known Bethesda interpretation of the Brotherhood of Steel, being the basically guardians of the wasteland. You know, basically knights going around on their steel horses, saving any innocent, wasteland dwellers that are in need. Not the almost obsessively obsessed with technology, hoarders, isolationists that were originally meant to be the Brotherhood of Steel, but each to their own. And we'll see how they we'll see where they go with this, because I think I said this in the previous video. I'll have to go back and check, but the fact that they have a big metal airship hovering in the sky, that was a pretty big sign that they weren't going to do the traditional Brotherhood of Steel, and they were going to do the less traditional, but more accessible and more marketable Fallout 3, Fallout 4 Brotherhood of Steel. But, like I said, each their own. Don't have to agree with it, but I can understand it. So yeah, there you go. Also, oh god, I was gonna say something else, and I forgot. Okay, so this can't be the first scene. I thought by first scene they were talking about, like, literally the first 2 minutes of the show, the cold open. But I doubt it's gonna be that. It's probably gonna be something like Fallout 1's intro, where maybe not even that. They're probably going to do the Fallout 3 intro of little kid growing up in a vault, making friends, making enemies, growing up. If they put that safe test in there, man, that's going to piss off a lot of fans. yeah, and then something's gonna happen, the inciting accident, but it doesn't seem to be there. Maybe her father is gonna be missing, like in Fallout 3. We don't see much of him. I doubt that they're gonna do a water chip, but my guess is it's gonna be some sort of MacGuffin that they'll have to look for. I doubt they're gonna do the Fallout 3 missing father thing, but again, they are taking a lot of inspiration from Bethesda, so it wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, we have this village that we've seen. Settlement. I don't know if it's technically a village. I think there's definitions for everything, but this settlement in the middle of the wasteland. I mentioned before that it resembles Megaton, but on closer inspection, it's sort of a hybrid between Megaton and Diamond City. Yeah. So the Vault Dweller stumbles onto the ghoul mercenary, ghoul bounty hunter type. She doesn't understand what's going on. Even the person being beaten up is aware of this. She tries to do the right thing and go let go of these men, don't hurt them, stop doing that. And of course, in the wasteland, that's a very quick way to get yourself killed. Then I don't know why I thought it was a revolver, but it's apparently some sort of dart gun. That's the one she uses, that has some sort of chemical that doesn't affect him. And then suddenly a Brotherhood of Steel soldier. Oh, that's what I was going to comment on. Why the robotic voice? Why the Batman v Superman, like, do you bleed kind of voice? Don't need to do that. Just a muffled, like a bucket on head voice. That's enough. Why do this Optimus Prime? I thought, like, when I heard the voice, I thought it was going to be not Optimus Prime. What's Liberty Prime? I thought it was Liberty Prime just sitting there like that. I was like, what? They're going to do Liberty Prime on the first episode? Or whatever this is going to be in? But no, that was supposed to be a Brotherhood of Steel soldier. Come on. Let's hear that again. That's a robot voice. Why do a robot voice? Doesn't that go against the whole Saviors of the Wasteland thing you're trying to set up? Or maybe they aren't. I mean, from what we've seen before, the NCR seemed to be already established in this timeline, so maybe they are going of more of a gray area New Vegas style where each faction has its flaws and its pros and cons. But I don't know, like doing a robotic voice like that, not only like the filter but also the delivery on that, very very robotic. That's the kind of thing you do if you're trying to introduce a hostile, like an enemy faction. You're trying to show that these guys, maybe don't trust them. Maybe they're not in the right. But I don't know. Maybe they're saying that nobody in this wasteland is perfect. Everyone has their flaws. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. We'll see. Yeah, and then he uses his jetpack to descend, like, what was that, 5 feet? Just like an old man descending flight of stairs because they can't be bothered. Come on. If you're gonna do the jetpack, at least have some jet fuel, jet stream, jet flames. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. They're under the arms. Under the arms. Not on the back? Like in Fallout 4? Okay, sure. Maybe they're custom made. Okay, and that wasn't like a 5-foot drop. That was actually pretty high. What, like, is that like 15 feet maybe? 20 feet? Okay, fair enough. I take it back. That was just a little nitpick. But the robotic voice is still dumb though, so I'm not gonna take that back. No matter what the context, it's just doom. And got the scratches on the chest.
Knight Titus of the Brotherhood of Steel.
What did he say? I'm Titus of the Brotherhood of Steel? Well, let me hear that again.
Knight Titus of the Brotherhood of Steel, stand down or be...
By Titus? What? I need subtitles for this.
Knight Titus of the Brotherhood of Steel, stand down or be cut down.
What?
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Am I not hearing correctly? Did he call the ghoul Knight Titus? I doubt that's... Are they? I think it's just me not hearing correctly. There's no way that they're trying to imply that this pre-war ghoul was also a knight in the Brotherhood of Steel? Knight Titus? I mean, that's what it sounded to me. He was calling him out, saying, Knight Titus of the Brotherhood of Steel, stand down. There's no way he's announcing himself, like, hello, I am Knight Titus, stand down. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, we'll find out when the show arrives. But for now, yeah, again, just like the trailer before, didn't show anything new, which is good. We don't want the whole season spoiled before it comes out. So, yeah, again, the Vault Dweller's dialogue is a little bit,
I'll have to assume of the two of you, you are likely the primary aggressor.
awkward, but I mean that's just from the outside looking in. But when you try to put the context in mind that this is someone who hasn't seen what the outside world looks like, they have no idea. They have no idea how these people behave. She probably wouldn't even know that these people would speak English, because it's been so many years since the bombs dropped. So, unless the show establishes that they are aware of the outside world, then this would be kind of out of character. But, yeah, she's like the classic fish out of water. She has left the more civilized world behind, and now she's bringing that civilization with her, and it doesn't mesh too well with the current geopolitical climate, if you will. So yeah, it is awkwardly executed and performed, but I think that's the point. I think they're trying to say that, look at this Vault Dweller, she's completely, out of her element, out of her depth, doesn't know what's going on, she doesn't know how to handle these wasteland ruffians. So, I can't really complain. I can only say, which is not really criticism, it's just, it's just a reaction. So, no complaints here.
In which case, I think everyone in this town would agree the force is justified.
Yeah, I wouldn't call this bad writing, or I wouldn't call it good writing either. It's just, again, I'll have to see the whole context. Like, I need to know more about this character, why is she behaving this way? Like, I need a lot more context before I can decide on whether this is, a well-written scene, a well-delivered scene, and so on. What I can comment on is, what I'm seeing, which is, the costumes, the set design, the special effects. Those are pretty neat. Can't complain about those. They are what I'd expect, a real world Fallout experience would be like, basically if the bombs dropped in the real world, and we were also living in a retro-futuristic world, then this is probably what it would look like a couple of years later. So, yeah. Nothing much to say.
Unless...
all the things that we've already talked about in the trailer. like her shooting the needles and nothing happening. The Brotherhood of Steel, you know, their armor design. Did I talk about? I think I talked about the armor design from the first teaser. Like I said, that it was the T60 armor, not the T45, which is actually now that we know that it's set in California, it's kind of weird seeing a T60 armor in California and not T51 or, well, yeah, just T51. Not even the T45 existed in California, as far as we know. I mean, there has been many years between Fallout 2 and Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, so you know, they could have shared their designs with each other, and maybe both the West Coast and East Coast chapters of the Brotherhood have developed their own more advanced armor. Who knows? Again, it's not really that big of a deal. It doesn't matter what design they use. Even if they use a new design, as long as it looks Brotherhoodish, as long as it still retains that original Brotherhood power armor look, I don't mind it. Yeah, looks good. I'm guessing it's practical. Doesn't look CG, but CG is not really my forte, so I can't really tell you. But yeah, the way it moves, the way each individual piece is moving, I'd say it's practical, but who knows? Yeah, like I said, I'm really grasping at straws here. There's nothing really new I can add to this. Yeah, we still don't know who this ghoul is, what their role in both in the world and in the show is. We can sort of guess what the Vault Dweller's journey is going to be. Yeah, and like I mentioned before, we don't know what the role the Brotherhood of Steel are going to have in the show. So yeah, again, the mystery is still here. So until that mystery is solved in April 11th, I'm trying to get a good freeze frame. Until that mystery is solved in April 11th, we'll just have to wait. And the only thing we can do is speculate and hope for the best. Always hope for the best. That's all we can do. So far, so good. And like compared to other video game adaptations, like Uncharted, Resident Evil, those are the recent ones. There's been some good ones, like Arcane is good. I don't know anything about. I haven't seen Arcane or played League of Legends, so I can't really tell you anything about that. The Castlevania Netflix animated thing is supposed to be good, but again, haven't seen it, haven't played Castlevania, so can't really comment on that. The only ones I know of are the ones that happen to be bad, like the Assassin's Creed movie, yeah, Resident Evil, and so on. So compared to those that I know of, this one seems to be going fine. I'm having low expectations because they seem to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? They seem to be more, not biased, but they seem to be influenced by the Fallout games that I don't really care for that much. So that's why I'm having low expectations, but again, anything is possible. And I'm definitely not going to go into the show wanting to hate it, but I'm not expecting to like love it or enjoy it either. I'm expecting for it to be fine, you know, like the Sonic movies. They're not the best written movies, but they're fun to watch, maybe once or twice. So hopefully, like, this is how low my expectations are. If it doesn't offend me, like the way, you know, She-Hulk, Rings of Power, Secret Invasion, Obi-Wan Kenobi to an extent, Ahsoka, like, if this show doesn't offend me like these shows did, then we should be fine. You know? That's all I want. Just, I think I said this before too, because I'm having deja vu, but, you know, I only want the meal that you promised me, and as long as it is cooked, not undercooked or overcooked. No, actually, no, fine. It can be overcooked or undercooked. As long as you don't spit in it, or, you know, put out your cigarette on it, we should be good. That's all I want. Just something edible, okay? That's all I want. So, anyways, I got nothing more to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.